We just want to do something.
Just like everyone else, we're learning. Dope. Yes, dope.
I think I am live
Yeah,
now.
yep.
So I'm just going to set this here, kind of get a side view of you also, so I can read some comments here.
Yep.
There we go. Look at that.
So
Screen.
So we'll.
Nice.
Oh no! He moved it.
Mako's cool, huh?
There you go. Maybe you talk on yours and I'll talk on mine.
Maybe so. Yeah.
Be so close.
Sorry, guys. We are very new.
There
to this.
we go. So our plan right now is to post multiple posts on our Instagram feed. 3 different things. We have a jacket, an FTR jacket that we've worn, or that I've worn. We have 2 pair of our trunks, which we won the 24/7 championship, which was a milestone in our career. 24/7 championship, and we held the Raw Tag Team Championships in those trunks. And also something that's very dear to us because it includes one of our very good friends, Randy Orton, 2 FTRKO hoodies, and they're both signed by myself, Cash, and Randy Orton. Hopefully that doesn't get him any heat with anybody. But that's the plan, and we'll give you guys the links, and you can bid on them. The highest bidder, like I said, 100% of the proceeds, and we'll match those proceeds as well.
Yeah, so anything that we raise here from just the auction, we plan to match to the cent. So if it's $4,000 or $400, doesn't matter. Hopefully the more the better. That's what we're aiming for, you guys to make us spend a lot of money here, because we want to put our money where our mouths are. Like we said, we don't want to just sit idly by, and we have way too many friends that have been affected by this for too long, and it's something that everybody has been aware of, but I guess hasn't really spurred enough change. And it seems like this year is trying to tell us all something, from the fires to the pandemic to the riots and the protests right now. Like, something's got to give. We've got to change something. We're getting messages loud and clear, and it's up to us to act on these messages. We can't just ignore them any longer. Like, things are they're reaching a boiling point, I feel like, and everybody needs to do their part. And it's not just about us or them. It's about everybody. We need to come together. We can't see it as a divide anymore. We can't see it as we're all human. It doesn't matter. It shouldn't matter. I guess it does, but it shouldn't matter what color we are, what religion, what ethnicity. It shouldn't matter what our sexual preferences are. It should just matter what kind of people we are. If we're good human beings, and if you want to just contribute to society and be respected for what you are, then we all need to take a step forward, and we've got to change it.
Yeah, absolutely. And myself and Cash, we're so proud and happy, and the fans that we have, the underground fans that we had that kept us relevant, that kept our name out there, even when we didn't have the best stuff to work with. We know you guys are going to be there for us, and you're going to be there for the whole country and the whole world. So we need you guys to help us more than ever right now, because it far exceeds professional wrestling, any kind of sports. It's a worldwide thing that we all have to deal with every single day. We can't ignore it anymore, and so that's why we're here, and that's what our plan is right now. Hopefully it works out, and it's going to be an easy process, but we just wanted to explain our side of the story, and use this time on Instagram Live to answer a few questions if you guys had any questions.
Yeah, and real quick, I want to just I don't want to single him out, because I don't think he even wants the attention for this, but Big E has been a guy who we've went to with all the questions we've had about this and things that we can do to help, or places we can donate to, and he's been just unwavering in his support, and he's helped us so much. And it's his actions that spurred this idea for us, because he auctioned off a pair of his own boots, and that made us realize that we are able to do more than we've done. And I think everybody's guilty of that. Like, we've done the social media stuff, we've done the Blackout Tuesday, but we're all able to do more, even if you can't physically donate anything. If you don't have the money to do it, you can share the links, you can spread the knowledge. And so thank you to Big E for not only helping us out, but for being so generous and kind through all this.
Okay, so now we will, if you have any questions, please just ask away. That's why we're here, to answer and to talk to you guys.
Yeah, and we're sorry if we've got kind of two feeds split up here, but
it's a very weird concept.
I've never, ever in my life done an Instagram Live. It took us a little bit to figure out how to actually do this.
First question, what's your favorite tag team match that you weren't a part of? For me, it would be Chattanooga, Tennessee. Midnight Express versus the Fantastics is exactly what tag team wrestling should be. And it's a match that I go back and study time and time again with the greatest tag team of all time, the Midnight Express. Well, it's Stan and Bobby. My favorite is Dennis and Bobby, but Cornette's in the corner, and it's a great tag match.
Yeah, and let's see. I think it was Octane Wayne that asked what got us into wrestling. Or no, actually, he asked if AEW had the best tag team setup, and we think they do. We think they have the potential to have maybe the best tag team setup maybe of all time, especially now that, we're there. Not to toot our own horns, but like Arn would say, toot toot. But I think they have unlimited potential there, and they have guys that are still young and learning. They have guys that have been around and kind of know their thing. So I think they have the potential to have the best setup for sure.
Let's see. Any chance we might see you in New Japan in the future when things get back to normal? That's a dream of ours. We've always wanted to go if the timing was right, if the money was right, and the opponents were right. Absolutely. I don't think there's a tag team in the world that's better than us, of course. And if we have to go to Japan to prove that, then we'll do it. Easy.
Let's see here. I'm going to take another question on this side. Just waiting to see. A lot of them, I'm not going to answer that one. I'll just say squats and genetics. Where do we see ourselves in the next year? That was too broad for me to really answer. No, we will not have a singles run. Like, we have no aspirations to do singles work because we love tag team wrestling. That's been maybe our Achilles heel, is that we love tag team wrestling too much, and that we've been too passionate and too outspoken about it to a point where it can be annoying. We know it. We're okay with that. Whatever it takes to kind of get our message heard. But I have no aspirations. I can say pretty confidently that David has no aspirations to do singles stuff. So.
Let's see. Guys, what was the thinking of the elf outfits? Brother, sister, whatever. Your guess is as good as mine. Still not sure if Vince thought it was the greatest idea in the world, or if he knew he was going to send us out packing because he knew our contracts were up. I don't know. You have to ask him.
I can't pronounce that. I'm sorry, but it was fairly long name, and I'm not going to even try because I'll butcher it, but it said whose idea was it to be a tag team, and it was both of our ideas to be a tag team. We'd known each other for a while, and Dawson, David, Dax, whatever you want to call him, he got signed about a year before I did, but we did some extra work around the same time, and we worked each other actually, and it went really well. They immediately walked up and offered him a tryout. William Regal was a guy who helped me out a lot. He had just gotten me booked to go do a tour of England for 3 months for Brian Dixon, which is where I probably learned more than I'd ever learned in my career at that point. And Regal said, I want this man, speaking about David, I want him to have a tryout, and I want this man to go to England and come back when he's ready. And I did a couple tours of England. I did a tour of Japan. I did a tour of Mexico. And when all that was over, I remember I was in Mexico when I got the email about my tryout finally. And I messaged David immediately and I said, hey, I got the tryout. So we started planning that day pretty much about it. And somehow, some way, we were able to make it happen.
Best brewery in Nashville, either Oscar Blues or Highland Brewery. Two of my favorites.
I'm a sucker for Catawba because I love White Zombie beer and I love their Farmer Ted's. So,
what is the new name for the Shatter Machine? I don't know. We'll find out Wednesday when we hit Butcher and Blade with it.
Andrew asked if Eric Church should run for governor of North Carolina. I mean, I won't say it. Can't be worse than
Mojo. Cash absolutely misses you the most, no doubt.
I miss Gronk more.
Adam Cole should go to AEW. I don't know if Hunter couldn't handle that at nighttime, brother. He might cry if Adam leaves.
We had Ian Mikaze say that he can't even fathom David in skinny jeans.
Dude, stop talking about me in skinny jeans. Damn, my wife dressed me. Shit.
I thought he looked stylish AF. So
let's see here. Miss you too.
Talk about Tony Khan. Tony Khan, I've known him for years, even well before he was ever opening up his own wrestling company. He would come to shows and we would talk about old school wrestling, and we had a great friendship before, and I couldn't imagine a better boss. He's been fantastic, and he's one of those human beings that he just wants everybody to do well. So, great guy.
Someone said, does our contract allow us to take indie dates? If you would have listened to the Cornette podcast that dropped today about 2.5 hours ago, you'd know that me and Dash are not under any kind of contract right now. It's a handshake deal, so we'll see how that goes. So, yes, we can take indie dates.
Yes, we do appreciate our LBGQT fans. We appreciate everybody, and it's unreal to us that we even have fans.
Yeah,
it's mind-blowing to even think about knowing where we came from and where we started to now. Like, thank you all.
Yeah, and speaking of that, real quick, last night my wife and I and my daughter Finley, we watched a movie called Out. It's on the Disney Plus app, and it was incredible. And we've taught my daughter about men dating men and women dating women, and letting her know that there's nothing wrong with that. I don't understand why there would be something wrong with loving who you love or being a certain color. That makes no difference. And we told her last night, I said, Finley, I said, do you realize, and my wife homeschools her, and she has already talked to her about all this stuff. But I said, Finley, do you realize that there's some guys that have boyfriends and some girls that have girlfriends? And she said, yeah, I know. She's 6 years old and such an innocent heart and such an innocent mind. She didn't care, and that's how we all should be. We should all. It doesn't matter. I mean, we're all the same. Oh gosh, I'll just get on a tangent. Let's go to the next thing.
Yeah, it's easy to get carried away. So let's see here. I'm going to look at the next question coming in. Pinky up. Thank you for noticing. No, sorry, Tucker Lee, Kansas. Not a big hunter. Never have been. Never will be, but I'll pet every animal that I can get my little hands on. Get back over here.
Let's see.
The 2 out of 3 falls match. Should we tell them? Nah.
I miss your awesome beard, bro. Well, my wife doesn't. She's glad I got the salt and pepper going on right here. She's happy about that. Let's see.
Let's see here. All right.
Asheville is an amazing city. You're absolutely right. Come down and visit me. You can sit on my deck. We can drink beer. We can talk about life.
Dominic the Gooner. Would you guys want to have a match with Gallows and Anderson down the road? 100%. We would love to work those guys all over the world. We had a match with them untelevised in Japan that I wish that we could still get our hands on the link. It unfortunately is out of reach now. But we had a match with those guys, and it was everything that I hoped it would be and that I thought it could be. And that was at a time where neither team was doing very much on television. So the match started out relatively cold.
They were the champs then? I can't remember. I believe so. Biscuit.
We were.
World, yes, we were champs.
Yeah, we were the champs then. So we hadn't been on TV much, as you can imagine. And that match with them in Japan was just unreal. So I'd love to do it again.
Come on, Stutz.
All right. Who are we looking for now? There's Elias. You got a sushi emoji, of course.
Elias, I dare you. Well, I know you like to ignore me, but I dare you to get on my feed. Damn.
Bento when we get back, brother. Monday. Let's see here.
Stop flexing that shirt, Dax, unless you're gonna tell me where you got it, brother. I ain't flexing. That's all natural.
All right, let's see here.
Let's see.
Will we ever join the Bullet Club? Nah, but we'll wrestle them all over the place.
Can you use the phrase "say yeah"? Oof. Oof. I would answer that, but I don't need another cease and desist in my life. Oof. I would say, let's see, the MJF, and then obviously you got to bring Wardlow, and who else? Who else, man? If we're up to me, I'd bring in Wesley Blake, who's the greatest wrestler in the world today besides the two of us. But I don't know if that's going to happen. But in AEW, maybe Hangman Page.
Ooh, that would be nice. I would. Sonya's donating will be autographed. I think we're going to have, hopefully, a couple of surprise items that we can add to the auction if things work out that should be autographed as well. But this is all something that is kind of fluid. We're just, whatever we think is going to help the most, we're going to do that. So, sorry I couldn't have you a better answer.
Let's see here.
North, you name it. If they're a tag team, let's wrestle.
Since both of our
Probably because we're in the mountains with Wi-Fi and not much else, so I don't know.
My Wi-Fi is pretty low here. Do you have?